welcome to my channel. My name is Kristin. Today's yoga class is all about opening up and just stretching out the inner hips. You won't need any special props, so go ahead and roll out your yoga mat and meet me in an extended child's pose to get started. So bringing your big toes to touch, knees come out nice and wide, and then you'll start to crawl your hands out in front of you, reaching your arms out nice and long, and letting your forehead land down to the mat. And we'll take just a moment here as we get started to settle in. Take a moment to notice how your hips are feeling today. Maybe you get a sense for a little bit of tightness or tension. And right here, just by taking your awareness there, you can start to let go of some of that. And start to gather up your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose, or in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just letting that breath begin to flow slow and steady. Good. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then start to make your way into a downward facing dog. So lifting up onto your hands and your knees, and then tucking your toes under here, walking your feet back to about hips distance, maybe bending one knee, straightening out the opposite leg, and then switching that out, bending the other knee, and just starting to go side to side, taking your dog for a walk here, just pedaling out your feet. And then, of course, any other movement that might feel good. Feel free to add that in. I like to kind of shake my head out here, just consciously letting go of any tension through the neck. Nice. When you're ready, start to find some stillness in that downward facing dog. Start to press the ground away. Lift your hips really high up towards the ceiling, and then at the same time, press your heels down towards your mat. Good. On your next inhale, I want you to take your right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to take a big step forward. And as you do that, land your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So you're essentially in a lizard lunge. First time we've been here in class, obviously, super early in class. So go easy on yourself. Give yourself some grace. Let yourself maybe wiggle around. Kind of just finding something that feels good here. A little bit of free movement. You can shift front to back. You can shift side to side. You could lift your hips here, straightening the right leg, and just kind of notice how that feels. Maybe you circle through your hips. So no rules, no right or wrong, just finding something that works here in your body. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to take it back to that three-leg dog. So kicking the right leg back and up, taking it sky high. And then as you exhale, just set your right foot back down to meet the left. Back into that down dog you go. And we'll try that on the other side. So inhale your left leg up. Exhale, big step forward. Left hand comes to the outside, or left foot rather comes to the outside of the left hand. And then give yourself a beat here. We'll take a few extra breaths. Moving freely, moving intuitively. See what you need on this side. It may be a little bit different than the other side. Maybe a lot different than the other side. That's okay. And then we're going to take a breath in, send the left leg back and up. And exhale, set the left foot down to meet the right. So moving a little bit quicker now. One breath, one movement. Same thing though. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, big step forward to the outside of the right hand. Sink down through your hips. And then inhale back to three leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg. Exhale, big step forward, lizard, sink down into your hips. Inhale back to three leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more sets just like that. Inhale, your right leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, downward facing. You got it. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lizard, big step. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, down dog. Last time through both sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, breathe in, kick it back. Down dog. Last one, left side. Three-leg dog. And we meet back in downward facing. So if you're like me, your heart rate might have started to get a little bit elevated there. I can feel my body heating up a bit. Come back to your breath here. And then when you're ready, I want you to lift your heels high. You're going to bend your knees, look forward, and just kind of tiptoe up to the top of your mat. And as you make your way up, I want you to take your feet wide, turning the toes out onto a 45 angle and sinking your hips down for Malasana, yogi squats. Palms can come together here. Elbows can press into the inner thighs to send the knees further apart, finding a deeper stretch in those inner hips and groin. Take a breath in here as you lift your heart, reach up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, let your hands come down, lift your booty up, find a forward fold, crown of the head towards the mat. Legs and feet stay right where they are. Good, now sink your hips back down, coming right back to that squat on an in breath. Lifting the heart, lifting up through the crown, shoulders relax down away from the ears. And as we exhale, we'll lift the hips, let the head go, releasing any stress off of the shoulders right here, forward fold. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, sink the hips down, lift the heart. You got it. Exhale, lift your hips, fold forward, let it go. Last 2, breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome job. Last one, breathe in. Good, breathe out. This time hanging out right here in this fold. Start to heel toe your feet a little bit closer together, about hips width distance. Take a breath in, lift halfway long through your spine. As you exhale, fold back down, let it go. And then inhale, come all the way up. Extended mountain pose, arms sweep up overhead. Let's bring the palms together here, and as you exhale, drawing your hands into your heart space. Nice job. Now from here, take a big step back with that right foot. Coming into star pose, you're going to be facing that long right edge of your mat. Toes come out to a 45, arms go up nice and wide. Spread your fingers. Take a breath in, reach up. Now as you exhale, come into a goddess squat, at the same time cactusing your arms here. Good, do that again. Inhale, rise back up, reach up, star pose. And then exhale, goddess pose. Nice, inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Maybe each time going a little bit deeper here into that squat. 2 more times and then we'll hold. Breathing in, rise up. Good, breathing out, come down. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, stay in the squat. Go ahead and release your palms down to your thighs. Fingers point down towards the ground. I want you to stay low in those legs. Maybe even using your palms to press the thighs back, bringing the knees further apart. We'll take a breath in together here. Lift your heart. Now, as you exhale, dip your right shoulder down. Look over your left shoulder. Keep pressing back with that right hand. Inhale, come back to center. Switch sides. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Look to the right, pressing back into that left thigh with your left hand. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Same thing here. Exhale, right shoulder dips, look to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking to the right. We have one more time, side to side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking to the left. Inhale, back. Exhale, looking to the right. Nice job on your next inhale. Come back to center, straighten your legs, reach up tall through those palms, star pose. As you exhale, arms are gonna come out to a T shape. Turn your right toes towards the back of your mat. Left toes come in slightly so that your left foot is parallel to the front of your mat, triangle pose. So we're gonna take a breath in here. Think about lengthening up through the crown, standing nice and tall. Start to lean to the right, reaching as far as you can, keeping the left side body open, and then exhaling, right arm comes down to the inner right thigh, left arm goes straight up. Good, maybe the gaze follows those fingertips here. Now, take another breath in. As you exhale, I want you to bend your right knee and just let that right forearm rest on your right thigh, side angle pose. Inhale, back to triangle, Trikonasana. Exhale, side angle. 3 more rounds. Inhale, triangle. Exhale. Last 2, breathe in. Good, breathe out. Last 1, inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. On your next inhale, come back up, star pose. And we're just gonna switch sides, exhaling those arms back out to a T. This time, left toes turn towards the front of the mat. Right foot parallel with the back of the mat. Lift and lengthen up towards the sky here. Take a breath in, start to reach through those left fingertips. And then exhaling into your triangle pose. Resting your hand to the inner left thigh, right arm goes up, maybe the gaze follows. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink down into your left thigh. 4 more rounds. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, side angle. Working right here. Last 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last 2. You got it. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Nice. Now from here, just pivot your body towards the front of the mat. Plant your hands. Step back to that downward facing dog, please. If your body still wants a little movement here, feel free to move around. Continue to breathe steady. On your next inhale, reaching your right leg up to the sky. This time as you exhale, pigeon pose. Draw the right shin forward. Knee comes down behind the right wrist. I like to wiggle walk the left foot back. And then untuck the toes, coming up onto the fingertips. Take a breath in to lift and lengthen your spine. Square the shoulders, square the hips. And as you breathe out, start to fold forward over that front leg. Pigeon pose. We'll be here for just a few rounds of breath. I want you to feel into your hips, taking your awareness to any sensation. And really beginning to focus your breath on those spaces and places that are a little bit tight. With each exhale, signaling these areas to release, to relax, and to open. 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Slow and steady. Awesome. Last 1. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then carefully ease back up onto your fingertips. You're going to rock all the way over onto your right hip. Bring up this left leg so that you can swing it around and come into double pigeon. Stacking your left shin on top of the right shin. This is a big ask in the body also, right? So just doing your best with it. You might have a little bit of space between the legs or even space between the bottom knee and the ground. Sit nice and tall here. Feel your hips root down into the earth. Lengthen up through the crown. Take a deep breath in. And you can totally stay right here. If you want a little added sensation as you exhale, start to fold forward. And if it feels okay in your neck, you can drop your head. Just kind of let it go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. We will slowly start to make our way out of this pose. It might feel good here just to kind of plant your feet out in front of you and windshield wiper your knees side to side a few times. We get to do one more side. So when you're ready, make your way back to your downward facing dog. And then inhale your left leg to the sky. Pigeon pose right here as you exhale, drawing your left shin forward, wiggle walking the right foot back in space. So finding lots of length through that back leg, pitching up onto your fingertips here. Take a breath in to lift your chest. Square those shoulders, square the hips, and then as you breathe out, maybe you fold forward into your sleeping pigeon. Immediately coming back to your breath, noticing those places that could benefit from a little bit extra oxygen. Letting each exhale bring more of a sense of ease, more of a sense of softness and openness. I'm going to let go. One side may be a little bit or a lot different than the other, so take a moment to notice that also without judgment and just honoring your body as it is today, however you showed up onto your yoga mat. Let's take 3 more breaths here, in and out. Yeah, last 2. One more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then making your way back up onto your hands or fingertips, coming all the way onto your left hip so you can swing your right leg around and set up for double pigeon on this side. So this time the right shin stacks on top of the left. Bringing those shins parallel with the top of the mat. Again, just noticing if there's any space anywhere and just letting yourself kind of be okay with that. Coming into your breath, sitting nice and tall with an inhale. And then option to fold forward as you exhale. And we're just here for about 3 more breaths, nothing crazy. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Perfect. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out. Gently coming all the way back up. This time just unwinding your legs. Again, maybe planting your feet, tick-tocking your knees side to side. And then go ahead and start to lower yourself all the way down onto your back, and we'll come into our very last pose of this class, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come together, bringing your legs into this diamond shape. Maybe you take your right hand over your heart, your left hand over your belly. Relax through your hips here. Let your knees be as heavy as possible, just surrendering them to that gentle force of gravity. Relaxing through your shoulders and your jaw, your eyes, maybe the eyes even closed down. Getting a sense for your heartbeat beneath your right palm. Getting a sense for the rise and fall of your breath beneath your left palm. Taking just a few extra moments here to not just stretch those inner hips, but just to find a little bit of stillness. Relaxing your body completely. Relaxing your mind. Letting your body just breathe itself. We'll take 3 more breaths right here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Awesome. From there, use your hands to sort of guide your knees back together, pulling those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. Maybe take a few rocks side to side, just massaging out the low back. And then from here, rocking your way up to a seated position, whatever feels best for you. And we'll finish our time together with one last collective breath. Let's inhale, stretch your arms up overhead, letting your palms come together here. And with that out breath, drawing your hands into your heart space. Beautiful practice. We'll close right here with a heart and mind of gratitude. Know that the light and the love in me sees and honors the light and the love in you. Namaste.